Welcome to episode 4, and this is going to be graphics. Yeah. Okay, my name's Blades, and let's get this puppy on the road. Hopefully not get it run over. Here we are. Oh yeah, player and map need loader and OBJ loader. Alright, that's what I wanted to remember on that. Did I clean up player.h? No. I didn't. I have decided to get rid of that. I can go. And that's okay. Right. Onwards and upwards. Get rid of all this. As we can start rendering. How about that? New folder. Rendering. In this folder, I am going to add a new item. It's going to have a header file, and that's going to be a graphics. Yeah, that'll do. .h, and we'll also have, of course, graphics.cpp. There we go. Lovely. Starting to feel comfortable already. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. There we go. Let's have a look what we've got. Include. OMG. Let's see what we're going to need. We're going to need everything, really, in the graphics, because this is going to be the heart of the rendering. It's going to do all the rendering quite easily, but it is going to do all the rendering, so may as well put everything in here. We are going to need, now I did say we're going to need the loader and the data loader, didn't I? So let's put those in. Hash include, for especially the player, API, and I want the data loader, please. Hash include from models. I would like the model loaders and a load OBJ loader. There we go. Other areas. We are going to need the window because that's where we're going to be rendering to, obviously. That's display. Oh, great, make me move then. Display, window 3D. Yeah, that's it. Other items we are going to need. Let's have well, master renderer, I suppose. Hash include. Let's have that. So that's going to be in our render engine. And I just want the master that has everything else in it. Entities wise, we are going to need everything. All of the entities that are going to be rendered. So let's have a look at what we've got. We've got entities. We'll need camera. Okay. We'll need entities. Light would help. We don't want entities itself. We don't want terrain because we've already done those. So instead of that, what we will include is no, we will include ... and it's going to be game world. All our entities are in game world, so I'll do map first, doesn't matter. Include ... There is one that's going to be missing, and that's going to be goal, because we didn't do it. Goal's going to be in game world as well. So we can have the player. goal we're missing, but that's it. That's all we need. I'll put it in anyway. Hash include, and it's going to be ../game world /goal.h. That's what we're missing. Is that enough includes for you? Good, because that means we're going to have to set everything up. And you're going to love it, because it's fun, because it's class graphics. Here we are. Let's do this properly, and let's set these all up. So, player is a thing, or should be, without the capital L. Grief. That's going to be star m_player. We will need a map, and that's going to be star m_map. I'm not sure we really need to store all of these, but hey ho, let's do it anyway. Goal star m_goal. What else are we going to need? We'll need the display. And that's window 3D. And that's just going to be _window. Just want the address. Now at no point have we created the next couple of objects, so we do have to do this here. Come on, Muppet, it's alright, come on. Settle down now. So we'll start at the top, that's the API. And that is our data loader. We don't have one of those yet, but so I think we better get one. And we don't have the other one either. Model. Yeah, model loaders, isn't it? Yeah. And that's obj loader. And it's just going to start _obj loader. Yay, all original stuff. I mean, we're not exactly breaking out the name, inventing book or anything like that. There's a couple of entities we're missing here. Entities. And that would be, what's next on the list here? Camera. Yep. And that's going to be star m_camera. Amber. Entities. We need the light as well. Let's take one of them. It's like going shopping, isn't it? I'll take one of them, please, Bob. Thank you for the light. And everything else we've got, except for master renderer. Okay, so that's Amber. Go on, the biggie, the render engine. And that's just going to be that one there. And again, star m_, and we're going to call it master renderer. There we are. Renderer. Wow. That was a good list. I like that one. That one was a fantastic. After all of that, it's a bit of a letdown because we don't do much in this class. Yeah, public. And all we're going to do is an explicit. Yes, thank you. We are going to do explicit on graphics. We don't want more than one graphics, and we certainly don't want it to be done any other way except for the way that it's done here. So explicit graphics. Only time I use that is in very rare circumstances where I want something done exactly by the compiler in the way that I write it. Remember, that's an instruction to the compiler, not to the user. So there we are. So it's graphics, amber. Come on, I'll have a display, please. Come on, we've already got a window, so we may as well use it. It's just going to be and window. There we are, done. That's all we need from there. Because of that, we'll have a virtual destructor, just in case. Virtual destructors are a little bit more special. It means that the system can alter them specifically for what it needs, and also we can alter them by adding graphics to another class. We could add this to another class, like a master, like a game renderer, and we could do multiple game renderers and things like that. So it just allows a bit of flexibility on how you want to process your graphics at the end of the day. This is the base graphics class. So yeah, we'll pop it in here. That's going to be graphics. So it is virtual in case you need to add to it. Next couple are just void, initialize. I mean, it should be virtual void really. Initialize. I'm not going to go that far. Graphics. I just like long names, don't I suppose. Yeah, that's a nice way of spelling it. Whoa. Slow down with the eyes there, Blade. Slow down. And void, if I remember, there was only 2 instructions that we had. Update. Graphics. I think those are the only 2 instructions that we used. So that's all we'll use. Getters. And setters. Don't know if we need them. So what I'm going to do is leave them blank, because I really don't know if I'm going to need them at this stage. We might just do, but graphics should be the top layer for all our rendering, because we're not adding this one to anything else. So I'm happy with that. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, luckily we're in dual screen, so I can copy it out. That's alright then. Okay, window is the first thing. Let's put a colon in. This is how you're supposed to do it. So, m_window, and that's just going to be a window, and that's going to be a comma. Is that an error? No, it shouldn't be. What's next on the list? Loader. So that's going to be m_loader, yeah. Is a new amber colon API colon, and it's a data loader, and we'll just open brackets. What does it need? Nothing. Does it need anything at all? Quick check on my notes. Don't think so. No, doesn't. Okay. Comma. Next thing we have on there is m_obj loader. So remember how I did this in the master renderer? Well, this is the same kind of idea. This is like the heart. It's going to have all the news in it. It's going to create most of the stuff. So for the obj loader, we just need amber. Oh, go on. Which one do we want? Model loaders. And that's going to be obj loader. That's just open close brackets. 3 variants. There we are, open close brackets, star, yeah, that's right. There we go. Next one on the list is M camera. Yeah, we can put that in. M underscore camera equals a new Amber entity. Come on, camera. And that's just going to be open, close brackets. There's nothing to do on that one. Light. I'll stop at that one. Reason being is because then it starts getting a bit more complicated, especially when we get to light. The other way you can do all of these, by the way, is by putting them in between the braces. And as soon as you do that, you have to do it in longhand. So it's now M underscore light equals, that's the next one on our list. And it's going to be a new Amber entity. Entities, light, and that's going to be open brackets, and this time we do need things, which is why I brought it out. Position and colour. I didn't put maths in. Silly of me. Maths. Maths, thank you. There we go, that's better. So that gives me position and colour, doesn't it? Okay. I need to put a position in. Now, what I'm going to put in my head is a 30 by 30 box, and the top left-hand corner of that is 0, 0. Let's go up into the air. Well, we're going to have to put the camera outside the box, otherwise we won't be able to see into it. So let's pretend it's 15 by 15, sorry, 30 by 30, which you halved 15. We're going to go 5 meters outside the box. Map makes it 20, so the light wants to be 20 up to get me 45 degrees. Okay, thank you for that. Quick calculation. Vec3, placing the light at X. Don't need any, do I? No, don't need any X. It's upwards I want. 20 meters, please, up. It's going to be our light source. And Z, no, don't want any of that either. Put that there. Okay, comma. And Amber. Can't call on Vec3. Want its brightness. Now, as I've said, I always put 0.8, mainly so we've got wiggle room. If we want to add more light somewhere, it will show. You can do special effects. They'll show up a bit better. You can do sparkly special effects at 1 instead of 1.1, which just wouldn't work. Oh god, I'm going all over the place now because I'm speaking as I'm typing. Silly me. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Happy, joy. I'm happy. Why did you just do that? I was happy. End. Return. Thank you. Grief. And of course, the master renderer gets done last. And that equals a new Amber no, it's not. It's rendering. Render engine. Colon. Master renderer. Nice long thingy words. And all that needs is M underscore window, comma, M underscore camera. That's all that ever takes. That's it, is it? Is it no, no? Yes, yes, no, no. Okay. Star camera. Yeah, that's it. I need the address, the pointer to the camera. Okie dokies. So that is how you set it all up. I'll show you that in full now. That's the only difficulty with working in two windows when you're doing that. You can't see it all. Crazy but true. So it looks like that. Nothing special, so I'm going to put an extra space in there. That looks good. Comma, 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 colon. Yeah, that looks really good. You can put that up top. You can put that up top. It's just with these variables, it's going to start looking a bit messy. So I thought I'd just split them down into there. So you can see both ways of doing things. You can put all of those down there. You can put all of those up there. It's personal preference. But I always keep them in the same order. You might have noticed there that I do these because of, one, it's continuity. Secondly, it enables me to remember to do them all. I know. Sad, isn't it? So we have to delete them all in the reverse order. Yeah. Makes it a lot easier. So we are deleting the master renderer. Master renderer. We can then delete, what do we do next? Light. It makes this part easier. Then we want to delete camera. I think was next, yeah. Camera. Then we want to, have I spelled light wrong? No. Delete, what else did we do there? Object loader. OBJ loader. Yep. And then the last one, we delete window isn't ours. So delete, and that's m underscore loader. Da-da, that's your deletes. Under player, we delete the segments. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we don't need to do with those deletions. That's good. So map deletes itself, player deletes itself. We're looking good. Lovely. So that's what it looks like now. Good, isn't it? And I can close that. Okay, I'm just going to put empty and empty for these two, because I don't want to be doing them in here. It'll put me off if I try and do them here. Here we go. Just pop these two as empties. These are our workhorses. So you're thinking, initialize graphics after all that lot? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Empty. Always better to initialize. Sorry. Don't know what I pressed, but it sounded good. There we go. That's good. Just make sure I didn't press anything silly. Okay. Initialize graphics. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. We are going to have to make them, but do we have to destroy them? No. That's okay. It's just I'm debating within myself how to do the player. For instance, player equals, because it's going to be a new one. Because this is the only place we can actually put the player into our game loop, and pass the player through to here. But all you're going to do then is start elongating this part here by putting comma and then add player, comma, and no, do it all here, it's easier. So new player, and we're going to open brackets, and it's going to be star m underscore loader, comma, star m underscore obj loader. That's what we asked for. That's what we're going to get. On the map, these are pretty simple ones. Map equals new map, obviously. Open brackets, star m underscore loader. That's all that one asked for. And as for goal, add goal when done. That's that bit. Setting up the camera, we need to do that here. Helps if we do that. So we're going to set its position. That will help. And that's going to be an amber vec3. I know where it's going to go already. Vec3. So let's have a look where I'm going to put it. It's going to be a weird place, isn't it? -5. It's 15 to 20 is -5, so it's going to be -5.0 f, comma, I want it to go up 15 meters. Yeah. And I want it to go to the left, which is -5. On the x-axis is there, and the z-axis I want it to go forwards. Yep, that's it, -5.0 f, and that'll put it outside the box at the top left-hand corner, facing the wrong way, facing away from the box to the north, and the box will now be behind it to the southeast by 5 by 5. There we go. Just get that in your head. So, I also need to make it look downwards towards the center of no, I don't. I need to turn the camera around. I need to turn this camera around, don't I? Yeah. So set pitch. Yaw is up and down. No, pitch is up and down, isn't it? Yeah, pitch. I want to turn it around, don't I? Turn the camera around is set yaw, because that's spinning around on the y-axis, and it needs to be 135 degrees. It's 90 plus 45, 135 degrees. 0.0 f, so that needs to turn around and face the box by 90 degrees plus 45 degrees. And I also want it to look downwards, which is what I was trying to get my head around just then, which is the pitch. So I'll set the pitch there. And I just want it to look down by 40 degrees because we're now 20 away. So it's not 45, it's a bit less than 45. It's probably between 40 and 45, so 40 will do. It's good enough for me. So that'll look downwards. So the yaw at plus 135 will turn it around clockwise. So that's plus. And downwards is plus 40. There we go. I think that's all we need for now. Now comes the fun one, update graphics. Let's try and do it, shall we? Okay. Easiest way to do it is to register everything. Master renderer, and first thing we can do is process terrain and just get it out of the way with, and that's just going to be it's going to be star map, and that's going to be get map. That's it. Yeah, that's it. We put that silly test thing in, didn't we? Let me just see if I've got it here somewhere. It will be under repros, YouTube test. Just open that up a second. What did I do? I put in for a test a rotation, didn't I? Here we go. Okay, yeah, we'll have this again. So exactly the same for testing. What I'm going to do is take the player m_player and we are going to set player rotation to I'm trying to think if this is going. No, I don't want set. I just want to increase it, don't I? So it's get player. I know it's counterintuitive because of the way it's set up here. Get player dot, is it? Increase rotation, that was it. Increase rotation, and how did we do it? One. Well, no, I just want 3 numbers now, don't I? Just in the Y, and we'll do it by 0.1 again. Just slow. I don't want anything speedily fast or anything. Just to give it some movement to check that things are working. So that'll just increase the head area, because that actually is get player. I just want to make sure I've done it right. Get player returns m segment entity 0. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that will automatically get the right segment. Excellent. Hey, we're doing good. So that should work. No reason not to. Now, for the player itself, we need to register all of the player. Yeah, including all of the segments. Now, what we can do, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a variable. I don't need to add this variable. It just makes it easier for me. Num segments. It's a local variable. It'll get killed at the end of that, so it won't be a living one. Num segments equals m_player, and it's just going to be literally get num segments. That's all that's required, isn't it? Yeah. That will tell us how many segments there are. So now I can do a for loop like this. For int I equals 0, where I no. Don't need to do it this way, do we? Because what I can do is I can put that in for I. I'm glad I'm doing it like this. I'm inventing it as I go along. This for next loop. It's never been written before. So number of segments equals mPlayer blah blah. So number of segments has to be greater than. Has to be greater than or equal to 0, which is the head. And then it's num segments minus minus. You've never seen it done that way around before, have you? Now for each of those segments, I just register them. So it's m_master renderer. Yep, dump process entity. What do you want? We just want the entity. So that will be mPlayer. And that is get segment this time. Get segment, open, num. No, it didn't. It's get segment, open brackets, num segments, close brackets, semicolon. Get segment. Does that work? Get segment. Int I return. Yeah, because that will give us a 0, 1 as well, which is the same as the line above. You see, get segment int I of 0 returns us the player's head, the get player. Cute. Very cute. Why is mPlayer wrong? And that's because it's a star. It's a pointer. Remember, we didn't program it in pointers, so we have to put the pointers in. Anything else I need here? Star map, star player. No, that'll do. Take that line out now. It's a little bit more complicated than, I mean, if we put it down to I equals num segments, it's just wording. There's no point in doing that. But that's your for next loop for it. That's the whole snake, all the way up to 100. What do we need next? We need register the goal. So that goes there. And then all we need to do is render it. Really? It's not as much as you might think. It's not as hard as you might think. I've literally done 1, 2, and that one's for testing, 3, 4 lines. And that's the whole scene. So it's render. And all we need for render is our star m_light, because we've made them into pointers now. Star m_camera. Too easy. Too easy. I don't like it when it's too easy. But that's just a rough testing one. I mean, the final one, you take that out and put that in. As soon as you put the register the goal in, you can take that top one out. So we'll need to do goal, won't we? Can't do without all the rest of the stuff. I'm happy with that, actually. No idea if the computer's happy with it. Uninitialized variable ret used in game dice on line 12. I think you're right, actually. That one there. Yeah. Just bump to put equals 0 in. That is a mistake. Hands up to that one. That was my mistake. Okay. No found on graphics. Yeah, I thought so. I knew I was missing something. Where is it? Ah, accidentally taken it off the end, haven't I? Stupid me. How did I manage that? Okay. Same warning as always. Make sure it is the same one. That's okay. Still doesn't do anything, by the way. So that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. What do I need next? This. Yeah, this. Hash include. And it's going to be rendering. What? Where's mine? Oh, that's fine. Sorry, bad. It's going to be, I'll try that again. Rendering. Thank you, it comes up now. And graphics. We now have that line. Nothing else to change. That now exists. Good. That's that changed. Into the main bit. And we will need M underscore. I'm going to call it GFX as well. Open brackets is going to be a new graphics. Open brackets. Did it need anything? Ah, just a window. M underscore window. Comma. There we go. Game state reminder. Initialize graphics. I think we can do that line. M underscore GFX. Initialize graphics. Do we need anything? Nope. Game logic comes after graphics because we need the graphics to do the game logic. But that can still go up there. It comes after that line there. So really, I could do that. Excellent. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Makes more sense to me if we get things in the right order, doesn't it? Delete. Yes, please. It's ours. We own it. Delete it. Thank you. Looking good. Main game loop, still don't have to do here. Compose, frame. We can do that. Update graphics. Don't think we need anything there. Update graphics, update graphics. Take a look. Nothing needed. So that's compose frame. Game logic we don't have. So there's no way out of this if I start it. But now we have the full rendering. It builds. Does it run? Does it crash? We just burn and die. We've got something. Load OBJ file, head, blue, body, gold, terrain. Those are all the things that we needed, and they are all on screen. And as you look, it's now turning around quite nicely. Wow. And that's just from the basic models. There you have it. That's what they look like. It works first time because we tested out our render engine, and if you look very carefully at how at the way I've done it. Oh, right. It's not going to let us. Let's just make sure we can get out of this first. So there's no return key, I don't think. No, there's no controls. There's no keyboard controls. There's no escape key, so it's going to have to be our little red button. And it works. Wow. There you go. Came out. Code 0. Fantastic. Start to finish. Program complete. What you don't have now is the actual game. You got the graphics, but not the game. So that was it. I don't like this sticking around. Auto hide. That's better. Thank you. Jeez. Right, so we are now up to the stage where the game runs. And that was just by adding in the graphics. So that's your graphics. You construct, initialize, and update. Those are the 3 things you do. And of course, you've got all your deletions. They have their own deletions. Still not sure whether we should or not. Just wondering how it deletes. Does it call the destructor or not? I'm not sure. Don't like it. I'm going to leave them alone for now. I'll check that on leakage. Can I do that now? Oh, no, don't think I can. I'll have to do that separately because I need to use the main system leak checking. Okay, I'm happy. That's a wrap. That's an episode, 48 minutes. It's a good episode. It's got all our graphics in. It's got the game running, and I am very, very happy about that. So that's your game. So far, all we have to do is start moving that around. Might be a bit far away. Don't know. Don't care. But it was the basic ideas there. You could put barriers around here. Just go into Blender, make a barrier 30 long, place it there, and then copy it to there, copy it to there, copy it to there, position it correctly, rotate it, make it into an entity so you can position and rotate it correctly for whatever you want. Give it a texture, any colour. I would advise red because it's dangerous to touch the barrier. And you can do collisions with the barrier as well. You can put those in. It's all online at DoFree. So if I go over to amberskies.org.uk, Guild code, I'll show you what I mean about barriers. Now I've got the basics in. You should be able to follow this a bit better now. So under the big snake, if you have a quick look under the rendering, I've also got a west boundary, north boundary, south boundary, and east boundary, which are, it's just a simple block that I put in. It's so, yeah, there's no update graphics on this because Qt 3D engine does it for you. So what we've done is we've replaced that with our own engine, Amber SL. Let's see, that's just for textures, and textures are awkward in Qt 3D. God knows why they're awkward, but they are. I mean, the simplest thing in the universe to do, and they're awkward. Stupid. I mean, you can see them here. They're easy. That looks actually quite nice. It's got a little bit of glitter to it, which I was hoping for because of the way I use the spray can in GIMP. That's going back a long way now, a few weeks, isn't it? There we go. We're done. We're done. So I'll see you in the next episode when we start looking into probably things like game logic, the goals, the goal of the game itself, which is to eat as many mushrooms as possible in the original. We're just going to have eat as many goals as possible because I don't have the graphics. I'm not doing the graphics. I can't do them. Useless. I'm a programmer. I'm not great at the graphics. So if anybody wants to come up with some graphics and post them to me, please feel free. I'll stick them in. It's easy to do. I just replace them here, and it'll do it automatically. That said, see you in the next episode. Not too sure what it is yet. I'll do a bit of research and find out what that is. And in the meantime, take care, and above all, have fun.